Welcome back, folks, to Pokemon Emerald, here on the Heavy Basics channel. Today, after we claimed our 5th badge from our own father, it is now time to head on home since we are so near. This is probably the only time in the game you will need to come home, so we are triumphant with our team that consisted of Grovyle, Aron, Hariyama, Linoon, Anorith, and of course Curlier. Or as I call it, Transgender Curlier. So we have the chicken look at the team. Now at this point in the game, at the last point, we picked up we picked up Surf. A very, very important move. And mostly due to the fact that at this point, we haven't got a water type. Yeah, I know. It's the worst thing. So far, no water type. Yet, everything else is all been fine. Which is kind of weird, really. Do you think Anorith could do it? No. Most of these are going to be rested, so that's pretty much going to be it. And also because I'm going to need to borrow at least one more Pokemon, I think I'll be putting Aron into the thing, and I'm putting Swallow into the team. Actually, I might not put Swallow in, but as you may have realized, I actually have unevolved Pokemon, but there is one Pokemon that technically do have it, and technically only using him as a servant to this one is just temporary because, well, you know. There are other options too, like Lombre, for instance. He could learn Surf. There's Wingull that could technically learn it. Or Pelipper. Okay, so we're back at the little town. Here's what you do. After you've defeated after you beat your father, you go back to your house, talk to your mother. Like this. So, she'll do that. And then basically register your own mom in the thing, which is kind of cool. Talk to her again, and then she'll notice the balance badge, and she gives you the amulet coin. Very important if you want to build up money in Pokemon games. It's the most essential thing. So, that's about it. Yeah, really, that's not much you could do. It's just a homecoming, essentially, and we're going to be needing to get some items as well. Mostly due to the fact is that, no, Brendan, this is no time for sleeping. No time for sleepies, we must get to do our adventure. So, I'm gonna hate to break this one to you, but if you notice the amount of rare candies in here, yeah, there's a slight problem with that. Yeah. I know, don't remind me. I'm using Tentacool for this one, mostly due to the fact of his uniqueness as a freaking servant, and mostly due to the fact, well, since the professor's not here, you might as well head off somewhere. Well, that's really about it, really. That's all I wanted to do. Visit May's house, for instance. And she'd be like, wonderful Pokemon, you should go home everywhere. Sure, she's a big woman. She can look after herself. I mean, no need to be. I can visit now and again. And technically, I'm on a journey, so yeah, that's about really it. So yeah, I've got a Tetsu. I'm adding Tetsu. Technically, only because it's a surfing Pokemon, because we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be from here until I get the Pokemon that I need, essentially. The most important member of the team, which is the water type. The water type I need. Tentacool will have the rules of the Tentacool is a temporary member of our squad, and it's relaxed just for those reasons. Essentially, and I'm just building up the levels needed because remember that level hike that I mentioned before in this game? Well, level hike's gonna go up again. And that's really important because our Hoenn team needs to be ready. And I do mean it needs to be ready! Also, the most important thing is that Tentacool and Evolved becomes one of the best, poison types actually becomes one of the best special defense walls in the game. And surprisingly, to this very day, he's still the most effective one. Which is really interesting considering the fairy type in Generation 6 has come in. Tentacool's now in high demand. Mostly due to the fact of its poison subplot. Poison something, which is essentially Sludge Bomb, which can counter fairy types, essentially, blah blah and all that shit. Well, we're done with leveling up the Tentacool up, so now, ooh, Protect. Ooh, that's a good move. I might actually need that. Smog's not a very powerful move anymore. As much of use as it's gonna be, I wasn't able to get rid of Protect, but the problem is though, Smog's not a strong move and I need Protect. Just like I need to protect myself in the drink. But also my boy Manectric is gonna be this is the part of the game where Manectric is gonna get a good lot of use from here on in. Its typing is important for the next gym. Its typing is gonna be its moveset will cover the one after that, and the 8th gym, which is probably one of the easiest in the game, is gonna be essential. So there's 3 more gyms remaining. So we're gonna be, instead of keeping Hariyama, we're gonna put Swallow back in the team, due to the fact that we're probably gonna be needing a flyer just in case anything goes wrong. So our journey, effectively, will be ready soon. This is gonna be our core team minus the Tentacool, because it's gonna be an interesting range of teams. And you may have noticed at this point, I've decided to teach Endeavor to my Swallow. Gonna need a few of these extra stuff, and that's really gonna be it here. The Pokeballs I'm fine with because there's no major things to catch so far. There is one Pokemon that will get it. See, I'm gonna be keeping a lot of things. So now it's now high time to teach Tentacool one of the most important moves in the game, Surf. Okay, so what is Surf? Well, it's a 95 water move. It is very powerful, and considering it is a HM, which is one of the most important moves in the game, this move was still before the Generation 5 revamp, or was it Generation 4? Either way, it's still going to be very important at this point, so... Grovyle, of course, is one level away from learning its most useful attack. And I'll probably explain it. There were a lot of signature attacks at this point. In Generation 3, there were 3 signature attacks. One of them was Muddy Water, the other was Blaze Kick, and the last one is Leaf Blade. And only one Pokemon could learn Leaf Blade in this game. Grovyle, the Trico line. So now that we're in the water, so here's how it works. Surfing! It allows you to cross the water, but you will now encounter water-based Pokemon. Like Pelipper! Pelipper, 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 Pelipper. Am I gonna catch the bloody thing? I think No, I'm just thinking. No, I haven't. I wish I had a netball. If I would have called Pelipper, it would be a very potent HM slip. Just realizing it. And now I realize I'm gonna need some Pokeballs. Quite a bit. So let's go inside the mart and see if they actually have some decent Pokeballs here. No, my mistake. You see, this was before Generation 4 where they decided to change the moveset. So I'm gonna have to start showing off how you catch certain things. Right. In certain places on different routes in the game, there are there you go, handicles. Alright. Right. Just remember. Sorry, I've been dealing with a chesty cough. I actually went to Chicago recently, but I can't explain much when it comes to things. This is Pokemon, anything else. I'm heading back to Pellberg real quickly. Mostly due to the fact this is a little bit of a stretch of land here. You can show off here because this is a place where you can catch Pokemon. And it is a very important Pokemon. It didn't get buffed until recently, but this was a Pokemon that started its life here in Gen 3, and it's slowly building up to be this really potent, really powerful threat. And mostly due to the fact that I just found Ether cool. That Pokemon is Corphish. Ash had him in his team, which was a break and unusual choice. It is a weird choice, yeah, and there's a rare candy. Yes, rare candy. As you probably may have saw there, just level 6 up here. So that I believe is gonna be it. So why do you have to call me if you got my ass handed to you? What am I, your fucking keeper? More pissed off I am. So the voyage. So I'll basically say it's Well, I would say it's a homecoming. That was really about it, really. I mean, this is one of the other games where you go home is actually is essential. Right. Okay, let's go east. It's about time we did this. So, we got another bunch of adventures here. And we got more double battles here in the water. We're gonna crash! Sorry, I seem to be talking spasnese. Okay, they both have Marrow and Tentacle. Okay, you're low-leveled and you're not good enough. And I'm twice as strong as yours. This is just nothing. Absolute nothing. I don't know why am I doing this again, but Absorb is not a very good move to use, which is getting crap, which is why I'm counting on the Leaf Blade. And I'll explain too, because Leaf Blade is one of my favorite moves in Pokemon. It is a critical hit grass attack that is unique. Also counts as Stab, which is essentially the grass version of a Nighty attack. Which is not Energy Ball, might I add. That kind of got a boost. Anyway. And we've reached the other side. Alrighty then. He's still... yeah, we've been here. It'll be back to old... yeah, that's really useful. And that's where we're going to end the episode off. Because we pretty much covered all this area, because now our next destination, of course, is right here. We'll go back to Warville City in order to head east, and then to our ultimate destination, Fortree City, the next location of the next gym. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking to you all later. So, have a good day, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.